Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 42. Out here still, beautiful Manuel Antonio. Found this cool, awesome little beach out here, little cove. One of the locals told us about, Playa del Sol, Beach of the Sun, something like that. Anyway, thought it'd be a great setting for today's video shoot. And over the last couple days, I've been wearing a lot of sandals. It's not normally my style, don't wear a lot of sandals normally. And because of that, getting a little of that medial heel pain. So I want to talk a little bit about that today and kind of go on from there. So I'm going to come down. Probably didn't think this out perfectly through here. So to do that, I want to talk a little bit first about some anatomy, then about a little bit of kinesiology, just real quick. When we look at the foot, everyone always, the first time they get that heel pain, the first thing they do is shoot towards, oh, it's plantar fasciitis, plantar fasciitis. Not saying it isn't, but I want to give you guys a couple different viewpoints. First, anatomy. Obviously, most superficial, we have skin. The next layer down, the first thing that we're going to have here is the plantar fascia. It's going to connect from right here, which is called the medial tubercle of the calcaneus, and splay out like fingers towards our toes, right? Just deep to that, we have three major tissues. We have one that shoots towards our toe here. It's called the abductor hallucis. We have one that shoots out to the rest of the three other toes. It's called flexor digitorum brevis. And then we have one that comes out here to the pinky toe. It's called abductor digiti minimi. And those three also splay out just like that, and they connect right deep to that plantar fascia. Now, kinesiology lesson. Anatomy's over. Kinesiology lesson. When the toe flexes up like that, we have this thing called the windlass effect, okay? And you'll be able to see that as my toe flexes up, the arch of the foot comes up. That is the tightening or tensioning of our plantar fascia, and it kind of protects this longitudinal arch, so to speak, that they call. Now, here's the mechanism of sandals that I don't really necessarily love. When we look at gait, I'll just show you one foot so you'll be able to see. We don't necessarily, when we wear the sandals themselves, we don't necessarily get the full extension of the toe. Therefore, we don't get that full tensioning of the plantar fascia. Watch, if I was to get full extension of my toe, it steps out of my sandal. That's not what happens. I don't let it step out. I hold it. So I cringe my toes just a little bit, and you'll notice that I never get full toe extension. Come on back up here. So, not full toe extension, not full windlass effect. Sooner or later, overstress, those three tissues that we just talked about, intrinsic muscles of the foot. Lucky for us, muscle mashing mecca over here, right? You can find any one of these, it doesn't really matter. Perfect little muscle masher right here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get on that inside portion of the foot, right here where that attachment is, and we're gonna use deep pressure. Obviously back home, you guys don't have muscle mashing meccas, but you do have golf balls, kinesio balls, any type of thing that you're gonna be able to grind in there, trigger point balls, all those are good, right? Right into that heel, come around. Spend 2 to 4 minutes doing this. You can step on it too as well. Doesn't work that well in the sand. Different strokes, different folks, it's okay, different situation. Here's what we're gonna do for the stretch. After we spend 2 to 4 minutes grinding on that medial tubercle right there, we're gonna place the rock in there and we're gonna pull our toes up. Place the rock in there, pull our toes up as we go down that arch. You're gonna ask, why am I stretching out the plantar fascia? I'm not. I'm trying to get to the tissues that are underneath that. Those tissues that have been overstressed. Overstressed tissues get tight, taut, and tender, and that's what could cause the irritation to the plantar fascia. Remember, it's not a Gray's Anatomy book. When we get irritation to one area, it happens in an area, not to a specific tissue. So, let's try to stretch out the tissues and see if that affects that medial heel pain. Until next time, guys, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.